a lot of people overcomplicate crypto. But when the market starts to moving, when the market starts to becoming a little bit more easier to trade, this is when you need to trade. You don't have to trade every day unless you're like a professional trader. You know what I mean? Whatever that means. But the market right now is a little bit easier to trade. So we will continue to trade the market. So what I've been doing is I'm $100,000 breakout funded trader. So what that means is I took $100,000 evaluation. I had to make 10,000 before I lost 4,000, I think like that or something like that. So I passed that, and then they gave me $100,000 to trade with. So breakout was recently. Shout out to Trader Man. Shout out to Crypto Cred. They just were at who just bought them? Kraken just bought them. They just bought them out. So I think they're still involved, but this is going to be a good tool for me to use once the market really starts to ramp up. I haven't really been trading it, but I've been trading my own money over on TooBit and BYDFI. But this is, I think, is going to be a huge. If you can trade, this is a huge thing that you could do in order to make money if you don't have a lot of money or if you don't want to put up a lot of money to trade. So basically, if you take an evaluation and you lose, you just lose your, the evaluation fee. Me, I think I had 3 accounts. I had a $5,000 account, a $10,000 account, and then I had $100,000 account. The first time I had my $5,000 account, I was just trying breakout out. I just heard about it. I'm like, let me try it out. So I tried it out. I was up maybe because you got to make 10% no matter which one you get. You got to make 10%. So I think I was up like 6 or 7%, and then I did something stupid where I was trying to make a huge trade, and then I lost that account gone. Then I had a $10,000 account. I think I blew that one too, doing something of the same thing. So then I stepped back and I said, okay, I'm gonna try it with $100,000 account because now I kind of know how to trade within the parameters and things like that. So it took me 2 months, 2 months to pass this $100,000 account, and I was just taking base hits, and that's what I've been preaching: base hits, base hits, and base hits. So now I have this, and this is what I've been waiting on. I said I want to pass it. That's why I wasn't really in a rush to pass it. I said I want to pass it before we get to the real altcoin season going into the tail end of 2020 or the tail end of the year. So we got that. I'm down 400, like $440 or something like that. I think I made a mistake and took a hype trade by mistake. I was showing my wife something, lost like $300. And then I lost another trade, another scalp trade. So right now my balance is 99,560. So anything over 100,000, I can excuse me, I can take out as a payout. So I'm telling you, if you can trade, Breakout Prop Firm. I really don't have that much to say about prop firms. This is like the first prop firm that I've actually used, but this one, man, I heard a lot of bad things about them, but this one is actually, very good. And now that they're teamed up with Kraken, I think it'll be seamless if you can trade. I'm not one of the people who try to make you click links just to get the money from you. You know what I mean? I want you to have all the resources in order to make money. And if you can trade, I'm telling you, this is one of the things that you should put on your radar is a prop firm. So I do have a link. I do have one. Just to be real, affiliate. So I don't even push it. So you can see I got one referral. Like I'm not even really pushing it. And I'll tell you, I'm being straight up. So first order, I get 20%, and then anything over that, I get 2%. And my referral code is 60 DPXL, and you get a 2% discount. So I don't even push this. I think this is like the first time I've ever really pushed, or like the second time I've ever really pushed coming on and getting some sort of a prop firm. But I'll show you this, and then we'll get back to the charts before I get up out of here. This is some of the money that people have been making with this, and these people really trade. These people really trade. So far in September, we got the leaderboard. We got one person who made 50,000. Another person, Nick D, he's always up there. He made 39,000 so far. Duck Gains 38. So they put the top 20 on there, and you can see a lot of people have been making a lot of money, and they have it month by month where you can see who made the most profit, who traded the most volume. Somebody made 110,000 last month. Somebody made 102. up 94, excuse me, 94K. Let's look at one more. August, I think somebody made a killing in August. I think it was like almost 200,000. It was one of these months somebody almost made like 200,000. It was crazy. So I'm just saying it's a lot that you can do. Yeah. So in July, Band Flip Bandit made 179,429. That was his total profit for July. So I'm telling you, if you can trade prop firms, and then with the money that you make from the prop firms, invest it or trade with your own money. So I'm trading with my own money right now, but I'm telling you, once easy mode comes, I'm trying to be on this leaderboard. So make sure you guys check that out. Breakout Prop Firm. Shout out to Trader Man. Like I said, getting acquired by Kraken, and Kraken is I think Kraken is the best exchange to use out of all the centralized exchanges too. I can't really stand Coinbase. Epidemic. Too many rules on prop firms. Best. I will tell you this. So I will tell you this though. I thought that too when I was doing my research on prop firms before I even started to trade that breakout prop firm. I'm like, why is there so many rules? You can't trade on this day. You can't trade. This one does not have it. It does not have all those rules, and this is kind of like an anomaly. And this is why I like it. You can trade any news. You can trade any like patterns or anything. Um, you get on demand payouts. It's just so you got to look it up. You got to look it up. And I agree. Too many rules on prop firms. You very right. But on breakout, I had it's little to no rules. The only rules that you have is how much you can lose per day and how much you can lose total. Other than that, it's like really like no rules in breakout prop firm, and that's why I was able to. That's why I wanted to basically collaborate with them because I'm like, oh, I know a lot of people because I learned how to trade in forex, and forex is uh just built on prop firms and things like that. A lot of people trade prop firms with forex, but I was looking at the history of prop firms and seeing all the scams and seeing no payouts and people being kicked out of the prop firms and things like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not because I try to I don't what am I trying to say? I don't want to endorse a product and then the community suffers. You know what I mean? So anytime you hear prop firm, when I heard prop firm, I'm like, oh, that's a scam. That's a scam. That's a scam. I mean, they're not scams, but they can be. They can be. But then looked at breakout prop firm. I bought an evaluation. I was actually traveling overseas for like 5 months, and I would have bought that first $5,000 evaluation, and then I looked at the rules and I started to trade. So the platform could be a little bit better. I will say that the integration I think with Kraken should help a